Hello, and welcome to our weekly cult flop of the week. Take it away, Josh.
Okay, guys, have you heard of Piercarlo Ghinzani?
Since you mentioned him this morning, yes. Before that, no.
I don't.
You don't? Okay. Well, the guy has competed in more Formula One weekends. Okay, weekends is key here. He hasn't competed in more races than Robert Kubica, Kamui Kobayashi, or even Sterling Moss.
Okay.
So he's been about.
Yeah.
The guy has competed. He's entered 112 Grand Prix. He started 76.
Okay.
Although he qualified for 77.
Oh, that was okay.
We'll get to that later, where that other one went lost. Basically, so he participated in 111 Formula One Grand Prix. He debuted in Belgium in 1981. He did okay. Finished 13th out of 13.
There's only 13 entrants to the whole race.
No, there was 26.
Okay, but 13 finished.
13 finished.
Oh, well, still like.
But he managed to bring it home,
yeah.
which is something you're going to discover he does very rarely throughout his career. So he raced for Osella. They were running a Ford V8 in 1981. They took him on for Monaco again. He failed to qualify.
Right.
This is going to be a running trend.
Right.
Had he any noteworthy teammates that did qualify?
No.
Okay.
In fact, for his best year in 1984, they only ran one car, and that was Piercarlo Ghinzani's car.
They only needed one car.
They only needed one car. When you've got Piercarlo Ghinzani, you're getting the best out of the vehicle. There is no need for two cars. So he continued then on. He was picked up for the whole year of 1983. Failed to qualify, failed to qualify, failed to qualify, failed to qualify, retired, failed to qualify, retired, failed to qualify. 11th in Austria.
That was good going.
Failed to qualify, retire. So his first 2 years have been fairly shocking.
Yes, that's not a good start.
Roll on 1984. I mean, the scene is set. Brazil, you retire. South Africa. This is where things get interesting.
Go on. It's quite the illustrious career he's had already.
So after qualifying 20th for his for the South African Grand Prix in 1984.
Out of how many, Josh?
26.
Okay.
He crashed on the morning warm-up.
Right.
There was a 30-minute warm-up session at the start. He crashed at high speed with 220 litres of fuel in the car.
Fire.
Burst into flames.
Yeah, I know.
Where was this? Say South Africa?
Yeah.
Oh.
Thing burst into flames.
He used the flames down there though.
He did. He suffered pretty bad burns to his hands and his face, but he was fine.
Did he race?
No, he didn't race. No, this is why he qualified for 77 but only raced in 76 Grand Prix. But Piercarlo is a bit like our friend Michael Bartel.
I was hoping you were going to say perseveres.
He perseveres.
Yes.
Perseveres.
He is ready. The scene is set in the 1984 Dallas Grand Prix, one of 2 American Grand Prix that year. On the 8th of July, the sun was at its hottest. 40 plus degree heat. And the track surface was disintegrating. Because your favourite fucking series, the Can-Am series, was held on the Saturday evening, tore up the track.
Excellent.
There's potholes everywhere. There was crews working all morning on several corners trying to repair it, but
maybe they're just confused because some of them went right.
It just wasn't happening. But Bernie Eccleston was saying, look, we can't cancel it. We've got 90,000 Texans here with Stetsons and revolvers. We're not going to get out of here alive if there's not a show. So he gets J.R. Ewing to drop the flag. Having been shot 4 years earlier, he wasn't up to much.
Was he actually J.R. Ewing, or was that his name, or was it?
No, J.R. Ewing, the actor who played J.R. Ewing in Dallas, dropped the checkered flag to start the 1984 Dallas Grand Prix.
Deadly.
Now there was massive uproar because fucking Niki Lauda and Alan Prost were trying to arrange a boycott among the drivers, but Keke Rosberg told him to shut the fuck up.
He had his Danish that morning. He was happy.
But Bernie moved the race to start 3 hours earlier, because he knew Ghinzani was an early riser. He knew.
I forgot we were on about him.
he knew Piercarlo. He was on it this weekend. He was on it. The mind games are starting, you see, because the French Williams driver, Jacques Lefty,
What?
Lafitte.
Lafitte.
Yeah, he arrived at the Grand Prix in his pyjamas. So the mind games were starting already. The scene was set for Piercarlo.
The stage was ready.
The hour was nigh.
The hour was nigh.
But Bernie had one last trick up his sleeve to help Ghinzani.
Brilliant.
Rockets.
He conveniently cancelled the morning warm-up session, knowing Ghinzani is no good in warm-ups.
Yes.
You know, let's avoid any of that happening. As GR dropped the flag, Nigel Mansell took an early lead. Drivers began dropping like flies. Piercarlo, who started 18th on the grid, managed to finish 5th. To pick up 2 World Championship points, his only World Championship points ever out of 111 Grand Prix. But the French fella in his pyjamas finished 4th.
So had Gian blah, blah, shown up in his pyjamas, what could he have done?
I don't know. He might have finished 4th.
Might have won.
I mean, to finish 6th in a Grand Prix where only 8 cars finished. Now, to say it finished, Nigel Mansell finished behind Giancarlo, and his gearbox blew on lap 64.
Well, I have to say,
67. His gearbox blew and he still picked up a point.
Jesus.
Look, you may ask, does a driver with the statue of Piercarlo Ghinzani have much of a fan club? Like, after competing in 111 Grand Prix weekends, okay, Reddit fuckers.
Yeah, Reddit fuckers.
They've all switched off at this stage.
There's no way they're listening. You may ask, has he got much of a fan base? And I can tell you,
he does not.
He does. He does. Okay, you cannot race in Formula One for 9 years and not develop a bit of a following. Okay, I can tell you after many seconds of research that Piercarlo has a dedicated Facebook fan club with, wait for it,
23.
15 members. I am still waiting for my request to be accepted, so hopefully later in the week he will have 16 dedicated fans.
So we'll have to get
18.
18, yeah.
Piercarlo holds a world record. He holds the record for competing in for having the most Formula One appearances without qualifying in the top 10.
How many?
And that is why he is my Crash Helmet Media's cult flop of the week.
Of the month.
I think you should call out his list of qualifications in 1989.
His final look, Piercarlo didn't race for the best teams, okay? He raced for Osella for 4 years, then he went to Tolman in 1985, back to Osella in 1986, Ligier Lotto. Yes, thank you. And Zach Speed in 1988. Finishing off where he started with Osella, okay?
We'll hear this.
Go on.
1989 in Brazil.
Wait a second, can I just interrupt there?
Yes.
What year did he drive for Tolman?
From 1985.
So he was effectively Senna's replacement at Tolman.
It looks like it was. He took over in Austria.
Yeah.
When did Senna move?
I don't know.
Oh, well, we'll have to find that out.
We'll have to find out.
Where he didn't start, retired at Tolman. So he never finished a race for Tolman.
That's unfortunate.
It was probably the best team he ever raced for.
Probably. Well, Ligier were up there too.
Call out his list of results for 1989. They are phenomenal.
In 1989 season, he failed to pre-qualify, 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 retired, failed to pre-qualify, failed to pre-qualify, retired, failed to pre-qualify, and retired.
To be fair, he had 4 good race weekends.
And it was after that 1989 season that he said he's going to give it a day.
He didn't persevere after that season.
No, his perseverance was gone. The tank was empty, and I think he went on to set up his own Formula One team.
Oh, Jesus!
But
the result any better?
What a hero!
No,
what a hero!
So that's Piercarlo Ghinzani,
our flop of the week,
of the month. So where do we rank him then on our cult flop board? Is
second?
Is he above or below Michael Bartels?
No, Michael's definitely better.
Well, I mean, the story did sound a lot better in my head earlier on when I was calling it out. I mean, Jimmy Carter was at the Dallas Grand Prix where he picked up his 2 World Championship points.
Wait, Jimmy Carter, the president?
Jimmy Carter, US president.
Jesus.
Oh no, sorry, you mean as in he picked up his 2 points? He said Jimmy Carter, 2 World Championship points. I was like, what? That's amazing.
Excellent. I think we need to end this video. It's been going on too long.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. We're getting very good at that.